State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. There's no better time of year than the holidays for... Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
One thing about David Lee, he's a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
And, guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and, of course, a volume rebounder.
Right wing. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And David Lee reworking to improve his mid-range jumper going into last season. When he's hitting that shot, guys, he's almost impossible to defend.
Felton kicks to Matthews. From 12 feet out. Off the iron that time.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. In for David Lee. Parsons checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Williams in for Raymond Felton. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Everett, he's in at power forward. J.J. Barea is out there with Williams. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Thompson is double. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does. And he gets it to go. Iguodala's got 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now it's some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Klay Thompson, number 1.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a peak at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
Picked by Williams, and Parsons kicks to Barea. Williams against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Parsons passes to Freak. Dallas, no good that time either.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Shot from free throw range. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
To the inside, here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Barea. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Speights checked in for Green. 1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Thompson dishes to Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Parsons attacking. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Outside Curry. To the inside. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 21. 34 seconds left in the first half. Parsons for 3. The rebound by Ezeli. And here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Curry against Williams. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 20.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-4 run.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spates out there with Green, and it's Livingston in at the point. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks made some nice plays. He ended with a few points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Elbow shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place and the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. The baseline J. And it's Golden State with another.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Outside, Felton. No good on that last second attempt there.
Okay, guys, stepping onto the court for your entertainment.
And we're getting underway here. The fourth quarter, the scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. Reeves. He's checked in for Green. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Everett, he's in at center. Anderson is out there with David Lee. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then it's Felton in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Anderson passes to Freak. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his third rebound tonight.
And they've been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And, guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the game. It's very hard not to root for a guy like that. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Pass to Livingston. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Now Harris. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.